The Scottish Government proposing minimum pricing for alcohol in the budget. The Chancellor slapped an extra 10 pence above inflation on cider, deliberately, he said, trying to make that drink more costly. Linda Williamson from Torrance says that doesn't that mean that Labour looks a little bit hypocritical, opposing minimum pricing in Scotland and then using the duty power to slap on additional price on cider?
There was a particular problem with some cider. I wasn't actually aware of it. As you probably know, I don't drink, so I don't drink cider. I don't drink any alcohol, which perhaps makes me the worst person to answer this question in Scotland. But we got to a situation where some ciders that have no apples in them, but a huge alcohol content, so apple-free, high-alcohol cider, was really fueling an awful big problem in terms of antisocial behaviour and unruly behaviour, particularly amongst teenagers, the vast majority of whom are well-behaved, but some were intoxicating themselves in this. So that's why we've done what we've done, to try and change that behaviour. But more generally, I think the idea that you have minimum pricing across the board is in general just a way of improving the profits of supermarkets, and I don't want anything to do with that. I think a better way of doing it is across the tax system, and that's the approach the Labour government takes.
The Scottish Government say that the 10p on cider puts about 20p on a bottle, whereas their proposals on minimum pricing, if it's at 40p a unit, it could put more than £3 on a bottle of cider. In other words, you're doing this much and they're proposing to do yay much.
That's not the case. I mean, they're making a pretty incoherent argument about a pretty weak case that they have. There's a particular problem about cider, which is why we've acted in the way we've done. The way the SNP Edinburgh government are behaving is they want to punish all drinkers. They want to punish the law-abiding majority who go about their business and who wish to enjoy a careful drink by charging more across the board. And I think all that does is increase the profits of those people who sell the alcohol, and it just doesn't work.